Mas eu sou.
Dragon
Eu sou.
but such a thing.
Aceita.
Surely that's not possible. By saying the Psijic monks have been seen in Skyrim. They're an ancient order.
Sim. Oi, Jor. Oi, Irilete.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. What you're asking for is insane.
Tu quer matar os dragões ou não quer?
You want me to let the dragon into the heart of my city with the threat of war on my doorstep? The World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? I don't know about such things. But now what's this nonsense about trapping it? I want to help you, Dragonborn. And I will.
Pode deixar.
But I need your help first.
Fala aí o que tu quer.
Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. Sorry. Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon, but getting both sides to agree to a truce. What of the Greybeards? They are... If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen. Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons and this war into the bargain.
Beleza. Vou lá falar com Arngar.
I've got a city to keep.
Absurd that you can't be good sweet rolls in the skeever hole of a city.
Oi, Arngar.
Aldwin? We heard the Dragonren shout from here.
Sim.
You defeated him?
Não.
I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle.
Pois é, foi ele mesmo.
We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to it. You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never
Mas agora
involved
vão.
themselves in political. I see. The dragon will lead you to Aldwin, but without the Jarl's help. Arthanax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius.
Ótimo.
We will see if they still remember us. Deliver the message to the warring party.
Tá.
If they will listen.
Se vocês não ouvirem, eu e mesmo entro em guerra com eles, mato todos. Ah, chatice. Essa briguinha, encheção de saco.
Sky?
Thank you.
Straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't
The Stormcloacks are finding victory across the land.
couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on the White One.
Eita.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then.
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did then King Torrid.
Torrid was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our army.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not,
The people are behind you.
many, I fear, still need convincing.
And let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Garmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die. With the fates of men, are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers.
The Stormcloacks are finding victory across the land.
I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel. That's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world were such a day to go.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you? Ah, yes. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. A fair point. Well, you've come to the right place then.
Não é bem isso não, mas...
Speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains deep. So long as your criminal past stays in the past. And you fight for me with honor and integrity. We'll welcome you into our ranks. Speak with Galmar. He'll size you up and see. It's about time they turn their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want? I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there. I can't agree to any peace council until I know Tullius will be there. The other Jarls could take that as a sign.
Vou lá falar com ele.
You're right. Let Tullius be the one to insult the Greybeards by refusing their summons. Show up these Imperials for the foreigners they really are. Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
Agora tem que falar com o Tullius. Não acredito que eu vou ter que me juntar aos Imperiais.
One of the guards said he saw a mage appear out of thin air. Claimed it was one of those Sijic monks.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir.
Acredito que eu vou ter que ser do Império, cara. Bora lá.
Something to report?
I remember you. You were at Helgen. Speak to Legate Ricka. Good. Speak with Legate Ricka. She... the Greybeard. What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons. I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all reports, the Stormcloacks are suffering just as much as we are from these
Meu
dragons.
Deus, que custa fazer uma trégua?
Has he? I suppose he doesn't want to miss a chance to bluster about the Empire's many crimes. He's probably hoping I'll refuse so he can blame the Empire for being unreasonable. I think I'll have to disappoint him yet again. Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do.
Sir.
Ótimo.
Waiting. Insufferable waiting.
Oi, Anger. Vocês estão reunidinhos aqui.
So, you've done it. Men of violence. I should not have agreed to host this council. Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Peace? I doubt it. They are not yet tired of war. Far from it. You know the ancient, but regrets are point. Take your seat at the council table. Let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
Onde que é a mesinha? Ah, é lá fora. Não, é aqui dentro.
So,
Hey, watch it.
Arngeir, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You're not invited here.
Ih,
You're not welcome here.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
tipo, podia botar uma armadurinha, né?
Hubris of the Blades truly knows no bounds.
Delphine, we're not here to rehearse your grudges. The matter at hand is urgent. All doing must be stopped. You wouldn't have called this council if you didn't agree. We know a great deal about the city and the threat that Alduin poses to us all. You need us here if you want this council to succeed.
Very well. You may enter.
Ué, aqui sim. Ah, tem que dar a volta. Nossa, esse lugar é bem maior do que eu achava. Aí.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin.
Ah, tem até um Talmor aqui.
No. You insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? Your chief Talos hunter?
Here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the
Ah, Talmor nem devia estar aqui mesmo.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
But Izmir's beard, the nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do. Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around. Well said.
Very well, Alfred. Enjoy your petty victory. The Thalmor will treat with whatever government rules Skyrim. They would not think of interfering in your civil rule.
Ha! Skyrim will never bow to the Thalmor. Unlike your Imperial friends here.
You're lucky I respect the Greybeard's counsel, Galmar.
Legate, we represent the Emperor here.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
Temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Isso é muito chato, cara.
Let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiation?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
In return.
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth.
E agora me enterrou de nada.
The rift would help secure our communications with Cyrodiil. and threatened Ulfric's southern flank.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk with good faith.
You disappoint me, Dragonborn. I accepted your invitation on trust in your good name.
Não.
But it seems you intend to favor Ulfric.
Claro que não.
I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with a new demand. You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands for your own selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your pitiless agreement? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
So I suppose, where will these demands end?
Let's hear it.
We want compensation for the massacre at Cartwayston.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for your butchery at...
All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
So, Dragonborn, what do you say?
Okay.
I should have known better than to expect you to give us a fair hearing. Once again, the Empire takes the blame for the crimes of others. You know I can't agree to these terms. The Emperor would repudiate this treaty and I would be recalled.
You see what talking to them gets us.
Let's hear it.
We want the Pale returned to Imperial control. The traitor Skull the Elder will be replaced with a more loyal candidate.
What next, Tullius? Shall I just hand over all of Skyrim?
I guess I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide, although I am starting to doubt your fairness. So, Dragonborn, what do you say? I knew I could count on you. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it Colovian brandy. These terms are still not acceptable.
Out with it then.
Never mind. I can see that these are the best terms we'll get from this council. So be it. The Empire at least puts the greater good above our own interests.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces. Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thungvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloacks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. The Pale will be turned over to the Empire. Brinna Merilis will assume the Jarlship in Dawnstar.
Acho que ficou justo agora.
You both agree to this?
The sons of Skyrim will live up to their deeds, as long as the Imperials, hold within. What about you, Alistair? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Ellison. I appreciate your loyalty. These terms blatantly favor the rebels. Everyone here knows that. But the Empire will accept them until the Dragon Menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on us.
Come on, Omar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgrove, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan?
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
Ótimo.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
Ah, I believe I can help you. I anticipated the problem while you were arranging an unguessed trove of lost road. Cross-reference in this with Delphine's map of Dragon Burials. I believe I've identified one. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words by calling the dragon with voice. He will hear you, but he's not compelled to. But dragons are prideful in nature, and look, your voice in particular is likely to intrude. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigation. I'm no master, of course, like these words gentlemen, but it is written here on the scroll. Oda Vin, winged snow hunter.
I hope this truce gives you what you need. It won't last.
Show. Obrigada, gentlemen.
I hope this truce gives you what you need. It won't last.
General.
I'm afraid that
You'd better be able to deliver, Dragonborn. I sacrificed a lot.
Certo.
I hope this truce gives you what you need. It won't last.
Ok.
I don't know why you gave Ulfric so much. That murderer will never rule Skyrim.
As soon as I get back to Whiterun.
Ótimo.
Get my men ready.
Muito obrigada.